Hello and welcome everyone again to another video, and in today's video I will be talking about a Pokemon I think that people forgot about, and this Pokemon is decent in the current Great League meta. So today at work I was thinking about, like, since everyone is running Charizard, Registeel, Golisopod, Virizion, Cobalion, Giratina, Cresselia, I'm like, is there any Pokemon that can beat all of these? And I think, like, for like a couple minutes, and I remember there is actually one Pokemon that can beat all of these Pokemons. And everyone kinda has it. So the Pokemon that I'm talking about here is Gliscor. Why? Because Gliscor get get a wing attack buff at the same time as a Charizard, but Charizard like hits harder. The thing is, Gliscor walls Registeel and all the other steel Pokemons, and you have a decent play against the dragons because you have wing attack, Night Slash plus EQ. Plus you beat Ampharos if people are using Ampharos. You have a decent play against Jellicent if they don't run Ice Beam, and they don't run Ice Beam anymore. So first match, we see a T-Rex. How do I play it? I just go straight EQ. EQ didn't do that much because we're debuffed, and now at this point, I'm just gonna go for the next EQ and then get out after. Why get out? Because I'm double debuffed, so whatever they bring in is gonna be something that takes high damage from the Gliscor, and Gliscor is double debuffed, so which means my super effective damage will be neutral, less than neutral. So opponent brought in Virizion, and luckily now we have Aerial Ace since they buffed it, and now because of the buff to Aerial Ace, Golisopod can beat Virizion. Well, it used to beat it before, while Aerial Ace being bad, but the problem is last season running Exeggutor was better than running Aerial Ace, but now you need Aerial Ace because it's super effective in the mirror and it flipped the Virizion matchup. So I decided to swap here to force them to throw, but I don't think it paid off. Well, I was able to get to a move, so that thing helped a bit. Okay, now we go back to the pod, and I think I should have shielding here because it's just faster. And now we just go Registeel and we go straight Zap Cannon, and this matchup should be a good game. And if you look at this team, remember, like, opponent had Virizion. Virizion is supposed to beat my backline, so that's why we saved the lead. And Golisopod has a neutral play. Now I'm playing my teammate, Healthy Clash. Healthy Clash is one of the best Great League players in the entire world. Like, he's so good at the game. Like, he hit number 5 in the leaderboard last time when there was a leaderboard during Ultra League using the team. So I know his team. He's running Gliscor, Registeel, Cresselia. So look at this. We're playing the same play. Now, I want to swap to my Registeel once this thing is low because my Registeel, I need my Registeel to be on energy lead against his Registeel. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to catch the next move because I know he has Reggie and Cress. So the matchup is fairly close. So I swapped here. I don't think the swap is the greatest here, but it's not a bad idea, right? Because I am on energy lead now, and he brought back his Registeel. So now the play is going straight Focus Blast. There is an argument to go Zap since I have 2 lock-ons lead, which means I can waste one of them to get a debuff. So I think that's actually the correct play, while they cannot afford to do that because they are 2 lock-ons behind. So Focus Blast number 2 is getting shielded. Now the plan is to catch the next move, but remember I said Healthy Clash is one of the best players in the world, so he might do the same, and look at that. I feel like I'm playing like my mirror. Like, whatever I'm doing, he's already thinking about it and he's already doing that. So now we have like the same like we've been doing just the same steps. So now what's the plan? The plan is trying to get this Registeel as low as possible, and I need to get a liquidation debuff on his Cresselia. So we go Golisopod now, and he insta swap to Cresselia because there was something that I wasn't aware of using this team. This team, like Gliscor with Registeel, like low-key, always get almost to timeout. So I need to keep one Pokemon alive, and I wasn't aware of that because I just played those 3 and I started playing. But now he was aware of that and he swapped out, and now he is gonna win because he have more health and he has more Pokemons as well. So it's not just that he has more health, because if I land this, I'm gonna be more health, but he has 2 Pokemons and I have 1, right? Look at that. So GG to Healthy Clash. Always a pleasure to play you, my friend. Now moving into the next one. And we see a Swampert. Swampert is double beat my team. So I don't shield here, and I'm waiting to see what they will do. And they swapped into Tentacruel. So I have Registeel. Registeel was this Pokemon. So the plan now, I need to stall the clock a bit because I don't want to have my Registeel stuck against a Swampert, because that's just a good matchup for them. So remember, look at the switchy clock. As I said before, always look at the switchy clock. Since we both swapped at the same time, so this thing should be up for both of us. Okay, so now I overfarmed to 100. Now I'm just going to enter the charge so I can leave this matchup with more energy. It looks like I'm slightly around above half, which means I'm going to get to my Focus Blast before they get to the Hydro Cannon. So now what's going to happen? I'm just going to swap out, and I have 2 shields. They only have 1 shield. I am going to call a bait here. They need to land the EQ, but I'm just going to no shield because they need an EQ, I think, and a Hydro Cannon. So I no shielded there, and which is a good no shield. Now there is no way they bait with a Hydro. Both are resisted, but one does a lot, one doesn't do a lot. Okay, now they brought the Charizard. What am I going to do here is I'm just going to go straight Liquidation, and this is the thing that's amazing about Golisopod. I just posted a video about Golisopod being the best safe swap in the current Ultra League, so make sure to check that one as well, because this Pokemon deserves more spotlight. I know everyone is talking about this Pokemon, but it's so good. Okay, moving to the next one. We see a Virizion. See, I told you guys, this Pokemon beats so many stuff. So in this matchup here, I tanked a move for no reason, but all I'm doing is I'm trying to bank an energy, farming, and then catching their second Body Slam. This is actually amazing for me because now I have so much energy and I'm in a very dominant matchup. But the thing is, Greedent is a beast in the Ultra League format right now. Why? It's so bulky and it's so spammy, and it has Body Slam, which is one of the best charge moves in the entire game. So now I landed the move. Now this is an awkward spot, which mean I need to lock on this all the way down. But luckily the opponent is swapped out. Now here is the thing. My switch is going to be up after this. So I'm going to throw this and go Virizion blindly. Sorry, not Virizion. Golisopod. So we took the move number 1. Now I am not going to shield this, honestly. But I'm going to throw in 3. I miscounted by 1 because I was like 3, 3, 2, and it's like 3, 3, 3, then 2. And they ended up getting like an entire fast move. But this is not the end of the world. I can still outpace here. And let's see what they will do. They let it go. Now they bring their last Pokemon, which is Steelix. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to not bait, okay? Because my opponent's play is to call a bait, but I'm not going to give them that a chance. I'm just going to go straight nuke. Now, since we landed the bait, the nuke, we don't need to nuke anymore. We can just go straight bait and hope for a boost. And I think I get the boost here. By the way, I don't need the boost to win this game. See? So now, just win the game. Yeah, I told you, this Gliscor Pokemon is so freaking good. Look at this. We win this. Giratina, we win this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep throwing Night Slashes. I don't recommend usually over farming here. I know people might catch, like here, you see my opponent caught the move. But it's not worth over farming when you have a Pokemon that boosts. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stay in and throw the EQ to get a shield. And then tank a move, then swap. So I'm just going to stay in. I'm going to no shield this. This is a neutral non-stab Stone Edge. Okay, didn't do that much. So now I can swap out. And this is a Stone Edge. It does a lot. So I'm going to shield it. And I'm going to throw on 4, which is the good timing. And now I should be able to farm down. Okay, I need to shield this one. I mean, there's an argument to not shield it, but shielding it is not a bad idea. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to see what they will do. They brought a Greedent. So what's the plan now? The plan is to keep throwing Liquidations, and we got the debuff. That's amazing. It's a 35%, I think, chance to debuff the opponent. So we debuff them. So I swapped and tried to catch a Body Slam, and it's indeed a Body Slam. So what's the play now? The play now, since, as I said before, if you see the opponent staying in a bad matchup, that means they will try to catch. So hold on your energy. See? Look at this. Opponent is staying in a bad matchup. They are going for the catch. The moment I saw it's Giratina, I insta-zap. Both moves are resisted, but Focus Blast is double resisted. Zap Cannon is single resisted, but Zap Cannon can also debuff, so it's not as bad of a move. So now they are in 2 zaps range, but the thing is, my switch is about to be up. So what I'm gonna do is, since they threw, I'm not sure whether I clicked it or no, but the ideal play is to actually swap and KO it with a Gliscor. So now we swap to Gliscor, and we were able to KO. Now they brought the thing. I don't need to throw the move here, by the way, because I was hoping that they throw their energy, which they did. So 2 crunches KO here. And they get the debuff, which means this will 100% KO. But the switch clock is about to be up, so I'm just gonna try to throw my charge move as soon as possible. And now they will have 9 seconds, which means they can only throw 1 charge move, because a charge move takes around 12 to 12 seconds and a half. And now I have more health. I should win this game. Moving into the next one, Poliwrath. You win this matchup. Yes, I mean, Ice Punch does 56%. I think when I looked it up, maybe from the non-shadow, it does like around, I don't know, 70%. But it's still not enough to KO. So I go straight for the nuke here, because if they no shield, if they shield, I can just go Golisopod. They played the Waldring, and then I swap to Golisopod and they top left, which means they either have a Charizard or Swampert. In both cases, I win that game. So I queued into this opponent 2 days ago, and they have Mandibuzz and Jellicent in the back. So all I need to do is to maintain this game. They brought the Mandibuzz, and the thing is, this is a very awkward health for the Mandibuzz. So 2 zaps KO, 2 Focus Blast don't. So you need to zap and Focus Blast. Remember, don't leave matchups without energy. So always try to leave matchups with energy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to undercharge. I think the correct play here is to undercharge. So sometimes I don't do the ideal play. Remember, I stream my lives on my live stream at twitch.tv/YasserElite, and sometimes I'm talking to my chat. See, we left the matchup with some energy. And now what's going to happen is I'm going straight nuke. And if they no shield, I can farm them down. And they didn't shield. Well, this is a horrible matchup for them. They aren't supposed to shield, right? Now they brought the Mandibuzz. So what I'm going to do is both of my moves are resisted. One of them is double resisted. But the thing is, I can force them to throw their energy, because if they don't, I'm going to farm them down with the Gliscor, because Gliscor is sick. This Pokemon is so strong. Now, what's going to happen? We're going to KO the Mandibuzz here. And it's going to come to the last Pokemon. It's a Swampert. We have a Gliscopod with 2 shields. They have only 1 shield. And we should win the game. Moving into the next one, we see a Haxorus in the lead. And they swap into a Alolan Muk. So I don't have the ideal answer for this. So ideally, I want to do some fast move damage, bank up some energy, and then go to Registeel. And I think for some reason I was thinking that this is a Focus Blast range. So I'm just going to throw the Focus Blast. Sorry, by the way, Zap and Focus do the same amount of damage. So throwing this helps a bit because it has the chance to debuff their attack, which I was able to. So with that awkward health, you still need to throw. So I'm just going to get... This is going to KO. So what I'm going to do now... Since the switch is up, I just want to get out because it's going to take me 8 seconds to get to a move. And by that time, Haxorus will farm me all the way down. And opponents try to swap. I get double boost. Honestly, I win the game regardless. But having double boost, that will make the game much faster. Now, look at that. I mean, if I want to troll my opponent, I could have shielded here. But I don't want to be that mean to my opponent. So now... the plan is easy. We go Registeel, we farm up, then we go Golisopod. Why did I go to the... Just in case... Why did I do that? Just in case I needed that move for later in the game because I'm gonna get double debuff, so I cannot let my Registeel die. Okay, Breaking Swipe number 1 comes in, and now we go Aerial Ace. Okay, they will shield this because they will... The next one will be double debuffed, right? So I don't need to shield this now. So all I need to do is throw this. And at this point, remember, we have a Focus Blast ready to go. So switches up, I swap, we tap the Focus Blast. And then they bring in the Gyarados, we lock on down. Registeel is currently the best Pokemon in the Ultra League. I don't use it that much because the matchups just take forever. And I try... like the first couple days to do teams that people can run. I know not everyone has the Pokemon I used in the last video or the video before, but hey, I'm trying my best to give you solid teams. And by the way, my opponent did boosted, so this is a horrible scenario now. I try my best to give you solid teams, okay, that people can build. Now it's like, people be like, I don't have all of the Pokemons. I mean, do you want me to suggest to you like a bad team or a bad Pokemon, and then you go like 3 2s and 2 3s and 1 4s, and you're gonna blame me after that, right? But if I give you just like best teams, good teams, solid teams you can use, I mean, you're gonna end up dumping your resources into something that's worth it. So I don't have to feel bad about that. Okay, opposing Gliscor swept my team here. Look at that. They get the boost and then I get destroyed. Now we see an Obstagoon, but the opponent tried to swap into Drapion, and this is about to be a Registeel show. What does a Registeel show mean? Means Registeel just go in, doesn't care about your charge move, doesn't care about your fast move, doesn't care about your Obstagoon with counter. Straight Focus Blast. Registeel again inserting why it's the best Pokemon in the Ultra League. Look at that. Did you guys see the damage I took from charge move? That's like a joke. Look at that. Second charge move, we don't care. Now they will bring the Obstagoon, and their fast move damage is like kind of funny. I am not gonna shield. I'm just gonna flex because this is my 5-0. Okay, 5-0 to rank 20 because we're about to get our elo. So thank you so much everyone for watching. This is the end of the video, and we're about to claim a 5-0 set at rank 19, and we get our elo, and it is 23-26. I believe this is considered like above average elo because the average elo is around 2200. And yeah, we still have one more set to get to the ace rank. So yeah, thank you so much everyone for watching. Hope you guys like these teams. Hope you guys are enjoying this content. If you have any idea, make sure to leave in the comment section below. I will be glad to answer. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. If you like the video, make sure to leave a like. And see you in the next one. Peace.